is opposite to me in the mornings. He's very excitable and looking forward to the camping trip, whereas I have a lot of brain fog this morning and I feel super slow. So I'm going to make myself some breakfast. I'm going to make some noodles and some coffee, and hopefully that will wake me up and then I can think straight.
I could feel it in my bones. There was something going on that should have doubt hanging around. God, oh, 'cause darling, there was nothing right, and all you seem to do is lie. There's days alone, I'm walking tall while you're alone. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better. I'm better off. When I look at what I've done now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off. And baby, you don't belong. Your love was cold, heart made of stone. I'm just fine, I'm gonna shine.
I'm about a quarter way through packing. I've got most of Harry's stuff done, but haven't packed my stuff or any of the kitchen food stuff. So just gonna try to power through, just give myself an hour to do most of the stuff before I move on to the next thing.
Maybe our lives were not meant to collide from the start, but who could foresee the fall?
Tuesday, feeling really slow and tired today. I had a lot of trouble sleeping last night after going to a gig, and I'm trying to transition into work headspace. So I'm just gonna take a few minutes to sit outside and do some meditation, which I haven't done for a long time. I've been managing, feelings of anxiety, feeling low with shopping, online shopping, going into the shops to buy lots of stuff, and just scrolling. So I'm going to try and just do a little bit of a reset this morning before going into work, which will hopefully help me just feel a bit more grounded and feeling present, so I'm not trying to so much like fill a void.
It was always on fire, our house, our dreams. We were dancing on a wire, reckless it seemed.
It's a rainy night, so I'm heading over to Tanya's house to do some editing and to learn a bit more about the camera that we bought together for some of our vlogging. So, and also learning a bit about YouTube as well, because we're new to this whole thing, and we're just it's a feeling like when we started our business 8 years ago. We had a lot of late nights together, learning the ropes and learning how to start a business and do things that we'd never done before. So now we're starting a YouTube adventure, and there's a lot to learn. There's just even the editing program, oh my god, that took me so long to learn. We have a new creative plan, new creative adventure. We still have Little Window and it's still going really well, but we also want to move in another creative direction where we can do some videos about our life as therapists and how we manage our practice as well as our everyday lifestyle, while also talking about some of the things in our life that are important and some of the themes that we work with our clients. So that's the goal anyway. We'll see how we go, but off to Tan's house now. Okay, bye. Shin. Oh, yeah. Good morning. I'm just at work. I'm in one of the rooms. This room's called the Earth Room. Just give you a bit of a tour. And I'm just super tired this week. I've been sleeping really badly, like 4-hour sleeps, 4 or 5 hour sleeps the past few nights. Just had a little bit of insomnia and I don't know, just having trouble winding down. But I just want to stay home and watch like something on Netflix or just read and not do anything. Maybe I need a bit of a holiday, but yeah, today is client day again. I have a few clients and I made myself a very strong coffee. It's like a double shot, which is strong for me, but I made like a nice coffee in a mug. Sometimes Tan and I see clients and then we have meetings in between that and we do all sorts of things, and I think that really drains us. So if it's a client day, I'd rather just be in that headspace and not have to go back and forth and do management type of work as well. What else is happening? This weekend's not too busy, so it's kind of it's like the most quiet weekend before a really busy week next week.
Yeah, so we've got a massive week coming up, a couple of weeks coming up. It's like preparing for a marathon.
Yeah.
In so many ways, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to try and pace yourself leading up to it because of all the preparation.
Yeah.
And then manage your energy and pacing during the events.
Yes.
And then the recovery before the next event.
Yes.
So there's a lot of different elements of managing that tiredness,
which is so hard.
busyness.
Yeah. Like the events are fun and they're things we want to do, but it almost feels like I'm looking forward to the end of it so that we can finally rest.
Yeah.
But maybe there are some things that we can do along the way to help with the tiredness and the overwhelm.
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Well, I mean, there was that one night I had last week where I went to bed I was asleep by 9 p.m, which is really unheard of for me.
Yep.
And I woke up feeling like a totally different person. Like I could do anything. I could do all the events. I could do as many events as I wanted. And my mind felt really, really fresh and clear.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And then I haven't done it again since then.
Yeah.
I've been going to bed too late and then I've gone back into feeling really overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And almost like sometimes if it's late at night and I'm tired and I think ahead to what's coming, I feel panicked.
Yeah.
So I think prioritizing sleep is a huge one.
Yeah.
And the preparation for that begins earlier in the day, like trying to commit to yourself earlier in the day. Like, okay, I need to be off tech by this time, so I'm wound down and ready for sleep at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of thinking ahead then because you got to cater for like parenting and Harry and Ari's schedule, getting them down, making sure they're having dinner at a decent time, and then calculating ahead of time how many hours you might need to do certain tasks so that you're ahead of things, which is why sleep is so good. The other thing is exercising. It sounds really cliche, but like I find the more that I move my body or make time for it, even if it's 20 minutes a day, then I'll feel like at least I've had time for me. So I'll feel a bit better and less resentful if other people are taking all of my time. And also I just feel better mentally too. So going for walks is really awesome.
Yeah.
What else?
So I asked Trent to write a list on our whiteboard together last night, because for me visually, if I can see even like the really minute details of the tasks that need to be done before then, it kind of mentally contains it for me, and I can just refer to that and feel like I'm on track. So it's sort of like a false sense of security of like, okay, I'm on track, rather than this unknown list of there's so much to do and I don't know what there is to do. And because Trent too has in his mind a list of things that he wants to do, and if I don't know that list, then we're not communicating and I don't know what he's doing, which then means that it can feel like, hang on, you're doing that, but I thought this was a priority. So we just got together and talked about, okay, what needs to be done on what day and who's going to be doing what, and that really helped things to feel less overwhelming.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So communicating rather than assuming what the other person's doing.
Yeah.
And assuming that they know what you're doing as well.
Yeah.
You're also not holding it.
You got a hair.
Oh, do I?
Yes.
So you're not holding it all in your own head. as well.
Yeah.
Just making sure that you're like eating and not skipping meals too, or like feeding yourself well, which means planning ahead too.
Yeah.
So sometimes if I'm not sleeping well, I wake up with brain fog and I don't know what to cook for breakfast. But if I know the day before maybe what I'm going to have for breakfast, and it's already in the fridge and it's accessible, then it just makes my day a lot smoother. I don't have to problem solve and think about the next thing to do. Like, it's already thought of ahead of time.
Yeah.
And that helps with overwhelm for me as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Yeah.
So those would be our main things that we do to tackle overwhelm.
And tiredness.
And
when there's just so much going on.
That's
You've got
right.
parties coming out of your butt.
You just want to go to sleep. Just want to hibernate.
Yes.